All right, let's get right into it. If you run a pulse jet baghouse, I'm telling you, there's one number, just one single gauge, that tells you pretty much everything you need to know about its health. And yeah, we're talking about differential pressure.
I mean, just think about that for a second. What if one simple reading could tell you if your filters are in good shape, if your cleaning system is actually doing its job, and if you're literally burning cash on wasted energy?
Well, guess what? That gauge is real, and by the end of this, you're going to be an expert at reading it.
So what is this thing really? Well, differential pressure, or as you'll hear, delta P, is basically just the measure of resistance. It's telling you exactly how hard your fan is straining to pull air through all those filters. We measure it in something called inches of water gauge, and all you really need to know is this: the higher that number, the harder your fan is working.
And what's so cool is how much that one number tells you. It's a direct window into how much dust is caked on your bags, whether your PulseJet cleaning system is even working. And, a big one, how much extra money you're spending on electricity just to keep the system running.
So let's start with the good stuff, the green light zone. This is where you want to be. This is your baseline for a happy, healthy, and efficient baghouse.
For most PulseJet systems, that happy zone is going to be somewhere between 2 and 6 inches of water gauge. So when your bags are totally brand new, you'll see it way down around 2 inches. But over time, as that nice healthy dust cake builds up, it's going to naturally climb up towards 6. And that's perfectly normal.
So here's the bottom line. If your gauge is reading somewhere in that 2 to 6 inch range and you see the pressure drop right after a cleaning cycle fires off, you can just smile and walk on by. Everything's good. No action needed.
Okay, but what happens when that number starts to climb? Let's move into the yellow light, the warning zone. This is where your baghouse is trying to send you a message. It's telling you something needs attention.
So you glance at the gauge and you see it's reading above 6 inches. And this is after the cleaning system has already done its thing. What is that actually telling you?
Well, it's probably pointing to one of a few usual suspects. First, your bags could just be getting old and blinded, which basically means dust is so packed into the fabric that cleaning can't get it out. Or maybe your cleaning system itself isn't working right. The pulses are weak, or the air pressure's too low, or, hey, maybe your process has changed and you're just throwing too much dust at the system.
So what do? First things first, make sure the gauge isn't lying to you. Check for any plug lines. Then just use your ears. Listen to a cleaning cycle. Are those pulses sharp and loud? And really important, look at your data logs. Did this pressure spike happen overnight, or has it been slowly creeping up for weeks? That trend tells a huge story. And finally, when you can, you got to get your eyes on the bags themselves.
And now, we enter the red zone. If your differential pressure is consistently sitting at 8 inches or higher, this isn't a warning anymore. This is a full-blown, code-red emergency for your filters.
I love this analogy. Operating at this level is just brutal. It's like trying to drive your baghouse with the parking brake yanked all the way up. You're just fighting against yourself, stressing every single component in the system, and you are absolutely destroying your filter bags in the process.
And the cost of ignoring this? It's steep. That high pressure puts a ton of mechanical stress on the bags, causing them to rip and tear. The dust gets driven so deep into the fabric that it's just impossible to clean out. Seams start to fail, and your fan's energy bill, it goes through the roof. This is, without a doubt, a bag life killer.
Okay, so how do we avoid that red zone altogether? Simple, by taking control and setting up your cleaning system for success right from the start.
Now, for most on-demand systems, a fantastic rule of thumb is the start at 6, stop at 4 method. It's easy. You just set your controller to kick on the cleaning pulses when the pressure hits 6 inches, and then stop cleaning once it recovers back down to 4 inches. This little trick keeps you right in that happy, efficient green zone.
But here's the real pro tip. Watch the trend. Pay attention to that stop cleaning number. If your pressure used to drop back to 4 inches after cleaning, but now it only gets down to 5, and then a few weeks later it's only getting to 5.5, well, that creeping baseline is your earliest possible warning sign that your bags are getting old. It means it's time to start planning for maintenance, not panicking.
So it seems pretty simple, right? High pressure is bad, so logically, low pressure must always be good, right?
Well, not so fast. A sudden, unexpected drop way down into that 1 to 2 inch range can be just as alarming. It usually means air is just bypassing your filters completely. Either you've got a torn bag, or a bag has literally fallen off its cage, or you've got a major leak somewhere in the system. If you see this happen, you need to investigate that immediately.
All right, let's pull all this together into a super simple guide, a little cheat sheet you can use right there on the plant floor.
Here it is, simple. If you're between 2 and 6 inches after a cleaning cycle, you're in the normal zone. Just keep an eye on that trend. Reading above 6 inches, that's your warning zone. It's time to inspect the system and start planning your maintenance. And if you're hitting 8 inches or more, you're in the critical zone. That means immediate maintenance is required. Do not delay.
So, after all that, what's the one thing you should take away? It's this. If you only have time to check one number on your baghouse every single day, make it the differential pressure. It is hands down the most powerful, most cost-effective maintenance tool you have. So watch it, log it, and understand what that little gauge is telling you.